Welcome to Weekly Digest, where we highlight works of ministers of government as they push the administration's development agenda. In the health sector, the new regional hospital to be constructed at Enmore, East Coast, Demerara, is scheduled to begin construction in 2 months' time.
For the first time, we are going to build a regional hospital on the East Coast so that no longer people would have to go to Georgetown to get a surgery done. It would be done right here on the East Coast. And the construction of that hospital would start in another 2 months' time.
The radiation bill, which is currently with a special select committee, will regulate the use of radiation in the provision of health services in Guyana. This was disclosed by Minister of Health, Dr. Frank Anthony.
So what this bill seeks to do for the first time in our country, to be able to establish international norms and adopt them as national norms for Guyana in terms of how we do imaging and how we do these processes to treat cancer. And I think it's important if we are going to develop cancer treatments in the country, we need to have the legislative framework.
The Ministry of Health continues to ramp up its efforts in providing professional training opportunities to citizens across the country to fill existing gaps in the medical field. On Thursday, 31 medical laboratory technicians and 4 pharmacy assistants graduated through the Health Ministry's clinical and technical programs. In the infrastructure sector, more roadways along the East Coast Demerara will soon be enhanced to provide better traffic flow for commuters.
And one of the things that we are doing is that we are replacing the aquapanel bridges or the steel bridges. And we want to be able to open up the railway embankment for greater traffic flow, because that is to complement industrial development that is to take place on the East Coast, which will provide real employment for people of the East Coast.
Thousands of acres of land will be developed along the east coast of Demerara for more housing development, in keeping with the government's commitment of 50,000 house lots to the nation.
But we have thousands of lands, thousands of acres that will be available for future allocations on the East Coast. That will include starting as early as next month.
Minister within the Ministry of Public Works, Deodat Indar, spoke glowingly of Guyana's aviation sector whilst attending the conference on the International Air Transport Cooperation 2022 held in the Republic of Korea. He said, and I quote, "Guyana is ready and always willing for deeper dialogue and increased technical and interregional cooperation with the Republic of Korea." End of quote. Minister Indar said Guyana's economic growth is projected to be at a rate of 47.5% in 2022, and government will ensure that more money is plugged to transform the aviation industry. Focusing on education, as over 16,000 grade 6 pupils across the country begin the 2022 National Grade 6 Assessment (NGSA), Minister of Education Priya Manikchand anticipates positive outcomes given the resources and initiatives applied to prepare students for the major exams.
We're very confident that we're not going to be seeing some of the results. I really hope that some of our sister CARICOM countries have been bawling about recently. I don't believe we will see that because we really jumped to the front and tried to take the bull by the horn.
Government is working assiduously to make the necessary provisions for Guyana to produce highly qualified individuals to meet the nation's glowing economic demands in the coming years. One such measure is the provision of 20,000 scholarships through the Guyana Online Academy of Learning.
The Gold Scholarship Program is for every single Guyanese, whether you're from Buxton or any other part of the country. And yes, people from Buxton should take maximum advantage of this program.
Now for works in the human services sector. Pensioners will be able to uplift their 2023 pension books beginning mid-August to December this year.
That you should know that pension is paid every day. at MoneyGram, Western Union. So you don't only have to go the first day of the month to get your pension, you can go any day. And you get your pension and you don't have to line up for it. I don't like lines. I don't want you to line up. I'm punishing the lines. So whether you choose to go to the post office or you choose to go to any one of those locations, the pension is there for you. That's one. Two, if you want to have your pension deposited in your bank account, we can do that for you too.
Prime Minister Brigadier Retired Mark Phillips posits that Guyana's development is hinged on inclusivity, meaning all Guyanese must have the opportunity to contribute. He was speaking at a larger ministerial outreach at Buxton, East Coast, Demerara.
Now is the time for development in Guyana, and Buxton will not be left out. No village in Guyana will be left out of the development.
They have been assured of employment opportunities within the community.
All the projects that we're going to be doing from now to the rest of the year, we're not going to give to any contractor who already has contracts. Right? There's an instruction from His Excellency the President. Secondly, any project that has to be done in Buxton must be done by a company in Buxton, a registered business in Buxton, by people of Buxton.
As government ramps up upskilling its workforce, small business training is being extended to more Guyanese. It will give guidance on how to prepare business proposals and the avenues available for financing.
We bring in GRA, we bring in the NIS officials, we bring in the deeds and commercial registry, because they're the ones that are responsible for registering your business. And all of that we will help facilitate and hold your hand and make sure that you get there. So you don't have to worry about getting all of that done. We will come and help you with that. In another 2 weeks, Minister Anthony will bring in that workshop for us to start developing these small businesses, identifying them and helping you on with the process.
Close to 300 young people in Region 6 have commenced the various training programs offered by the Board of Industrial Training. The persons were selected following a skills training consultation undertaken by the Labour Ministry back in May 2022.
We have about 6-7 programs that are important for us to train people in large numbers in Region 5 and 6. And so many of the programs are the programs that we have set out as regards the training that we have done. Importantly also, we have in some programs that normally you would see women will not be in them. You have now women are joining those programs in the different areas, and so that's a good thing.
Guyana will be lending assistance to its CARICOM sister country, Belize, in best practices for Amerindian development. Now for sport development. As government remains committed to sport development in Guyana, Subject Minister Charles Ramsden Jr. outfitted the basketball court in Buxton in less than an hour of the request being made.
We're about action, real pace, delivering development, the transformational development to the country that we desperately need. We're desperately yearning for. And let me say something about this, too. Being a leader today is more than just being somebody who speaks, you know. It's more than just being somebody who shouts, you know. It's more than somebody who tells you to go and protest.
So there are very many little things that you can do that will advance your community, would be beneficial for your community's welfare, and we would be helping you. So you won't be on your own. We will help you to get this together and to be able to do it well.
That's it for this edition of Weekly Digest. For these and other government-related information, do log on to our website, dpi.gov.gy, and our social media platforms as well. Goodbye.